Hello, and welcome to the Department of Justice Roleplay community. Today you've earned an opportunity to advance one step closer toward membership in the DOJRP community. In this short video, we will be covering how to complete this step effectively and as efficiently as possible. Please stay focused, as this information will contain sensitive things that you need to do before you can continue with your training. First job, TeamSpeak Setup. Welcome to the Department of Justice TeamSpeak. To subscribe to channels, since you've just joined and only have a couple of tags, it's unlikely that you will be able to see members in the channels. Complete that by doing the following steps. Click the Subscribe Channels button at the top of the TeamSpeak twice. The eye will disappear and then reappear. Push to Talk. Push to Talk is forced in patrol channels, but usually disabled elsewhere. To set up Push to Talk, follow the steps below. Go to the TeamSpeak taskbar, find the tools, go down to Options, Capture, Enable Push to Talk. Select a key that you find is best for you during patrol, and then hit OK. If you're concerned about the quality of your push to talk, go ahead and hit Begin Test. Once there, it will test your voice input and play it back for you so you can hear exactly what you sound like. TeamSpeak Tour. The TeamSpeak is an official resource of the DOJRP community, and anything said within its channels can be held against you or be used to your advantage. In it you will find all the necessary items which you will use on a day-to-day basis when you are with us: encodes, user files, links to important documents, and so forth. The public lobbies at the top of the TeamSpeak are used to socialize, not game. Please use the respective lobbies as they are described. If you're watching YouTube, go to the YouTube lounge. If you're gaming, make sure you go to a specified game lobby. There are many different public channels in our TeamSpeak. AFK can be found at the very bottom of the TeamSpeak. Do not AFK in any other channel than AFK or Quick AFK. Doing so may result in disciplinary actions being taken against you. If your microphone is disabled, you will be kicked from the server. We have a zero-tolerance policy for things such as that. As you can see at the top of this slide, there are two options: microphone disabled, microphone muted. Only in the event of interviewers going to the interview server can a microphone be disabled on the main TeamSpeak. A microphone can be muted at other times, but we often encourage against this. The lobby lounge is normally used for 10-1's private conversations. Do not enter this channel unless moved or asked. As you can see, the public lounges are at the top of our TeamSpeak, right below 10 codes, vehicle structures, and the rules and regulations. Be sure to read all of these before advancing. The game lounges are where we go when it's time to patrol. The Field Training Center is where you're going to be spending a lot of the time in the coming days for you. Your department training rooms will be used less frequently. You should be concerned with Field Training Rooms 1, 2, and 3. The director's offices are listed directly below that. Department of Justice Operations and private offices there. All department offices, and then the AFK channel. At the DOJRP community, we aim to keep a lively and friendly atmosphere, and to keep this atmosphere there are rules and regulations which are enforced 24/7. It is your responsibility to know all of the rules and regulations. Ignorance is not considered a viable excuse if you're wrong, and if you do something against the rules, you will be in trouble. Chain of Command. From the rank of recruit, you are obliged to follow the chain of command within your department. This system will be explained in greater detail in your training. The chain of command needs to be followed for multiple reasons, including the following: suggestions for the website, server, TeamSpeak, departments, scripts, mods, and etc. Issues with other members, broken rules, and leave of absence requests also need to go through the chain of command. At the start, we have recruit, which is exactly what you are now. Recruits are not yet members of the community, but have proven that they possess many of the qualifications we look for in our members. Above them, we have the members, who are those who have completed their training and fully meet the standards of the DOJRP community. Even as a member, you are expected to demonstrate the highest level integrity and competence in your duties. Members cannot discipline or give orders on scene. While they are important for the DOJ to thrive, they are not the gears that handle things such as discipline, rule enforcement, and otherwise. Staff, on the other hand, do. Staff are supervisors, the first line in the command structure within the community, followed by senior staff, which are the veteran members of the staff department. Even though both are considered staff, be sure to bring any issues or concerns to a standard staff member before seeking out a senior staff member. Senior staff are responsible for supervising all staff members and make sure that discipline is taken care of. If you have an issue with a staff member, you may jump over the staff department and go to a senior staff member. Be sure to seek out other members of the staff department before skipping, however, as they may be able to help you first. The final steps before the top of the food chain are the administration ranks. The administration levels are crucial for handling the highest order of business in the community and demand the most respect as a result. Junior admin is the first rank after senior staff, and they are the trainee administrators. They have the authority over all staff members and do administrator-assigned tasks. Administration staff is the standard administration rank, and they have all the authority over all DOJ department staff members, as well as the junior admin staff as well. They handle all things pertaining to duties, discipline, and rule enforcement, and will often be the person that a senior staff or staff member seeks out when they cannot help you with your problem. Senior administration is a special tag given to a long-serving administrative staff member to show appreciation for their work. Even more than administrative staff, they are the highest echelon of administration prior to the head administrator rank, which is the rank that oversees all Department of Justice roleplay operations and even has the authority to do more than the administration staff levels. They are who every single admin reports to, and importantly, can only be reported to by an administrator or sometimes a senior staff member. As a member or a recruit, you must not ever seek out a head administrator without permission from an admin or a senior staff. Tags and responsibilities. A tag shows your rank within your department and any other qualifications you may gain while joining us. Never ask for a promotion. You can apply for reserve departments at the rank of Police Officer 1, Trooper, Firefighter 1, Operator 1, and Civilian 1. As you progress in your DOJ career, you will gain more tags and lose some as well. With different tags come different responsibilities. As an example, communications tags allow movement of any person on the server. If, however, you are caught abusing these responsibilities, disciplinary action will be taken and you will likely lose that power. Training. As a recruit, you are currently not allowed to get into game and patrol with the Department of Justice roleplay community until you have completed your training. You can enter the patrol channels only to listen, and you must mute your microphone in the TeamSpeak and add listening to your name to represent that you are listening in the patrol channel. Under no circumstances may you or should you communicate in these channels. Trainings are scheduled on the DOJ RP community calendar and should be RSVP'd to at least 24 hours before the training. If you are in a time zone that does not offer many trainings in your area, then you may speak to an FTO lead, signified by the orange FTO badge, to determine if a special circumstance allows for you to have a custom-made class. The Department of Justice calendar changes to your current time zone, so all times are current and relative to your location. Training. Please take note of the tags at the top of this slide. FTA is Field Training Assistant. FTO DTO, responsible for training dispatchers as well as standard members. FTO, a standard field training officer responsible for training any civilians or law enforcement as well as the fire department. FTO Lead, responsible for overseeing the standard FTOs and DTOs as well as the FTAs. They oversee trainings from time to time and also make sure that you are being trained to the best possible standard. FTO Assistant Supervisor, assistant because there is more than one of them, oversee every single FTO in the chain of command and set the curriculum that you are about to learn. Please do not ask any FTAs, FTOs, or DTOs to arrange a training for you or create a training. This may result in adverse actions that will impact your membership. Keep in mind that you are not a full member yet. and if you do something like that, it will reflect negatively on you. To find the proper location, sign up for a training, go to the dojrp.com website, go under Resources, and go to the calendar. There you will see every single training posted, made available by the FTOs and FTO leads, as well as the DTOs that they have made available to you. LEO trainings, fire department recruit trainings, dispatch recruit trainings, and civilian trainings will all be listed there. FTOs are members that are responsible for taking you through your chosen department's training program before you're even able to patrol. The sessions for trainings will be hosted by the training staff and made available for you to sign up for here. Training. You must also complete a required training in the CAD for dispatch or MDT for LEO, fire, and civ before being able to patrol. These trainings will take place separately from your standard trainings, and you can find them on the calendar. Internal Affairs. Internal Affairs is a group of selected staff members that deal with other people's problems. To be clear, the Internal Affairs Department handles confidential complaints and reports made by membership that affect the internal operations and issues of the community, and they include issues such as harassment and discrimination. Most members never have to submit an IA complaint form, but in case they are needed, they are here to help. If you have an issue with someone, do not confront them. Submit an internal affairs complaint form. If you feel that you are being bullied or harassed, you can speak immediately to this issue with any administrator or staff member that is on the TeamSpeak server. There is a zero tolerance policy for bullying or harassment in the Department of Justice roleplay community, and we encourage you to take swift and immediate steps to remove yourself from a situation that you are uncomfortable in or you feel could be damaging to you as a person in one way or another. The ranks of the Internal Affairs Department are listed on this slide. Internal Affairs member is the standard member of the IA department. While they can listen to an issue that you may have, they will always encourage you to submit a claim to the Internal Affairs Department and may not be the member that helps you when that complaint is processed. An Internal Affairs Advisor is the next rank up. They oversee the Internal Affairs members in a very broad sense, and also will handle cases from time to time. Internal Affairs Supervisor is the next rank up from that. They are responsible for sometimes dealing with cases as well, and they also supervise the ranks below them. The Director of Internal Affairs and the Deputy Director of Internal Affairs are both the administrative levels of this chain of command and handle most duties relative to that part. If you wish to make a complaint or report regarding any breach of the terms of service or personal bullying or unsuitable behavior, fill out the form immediately. You may remain anonymous. However, on the report form, your name needs to be included for follow-up and is only available to the assigned Internal Affairs member that you speak to. In the Internal Affairs office on TeamSpeak, located on the DOJ Operations section, just above the department offices, you can find the form that you need to fill out. Please be aware that all interactions with the Internal Affairs Department are kept confidential, no matter positive or negative, and you should never feel compelled to speak about your dealings with the Internal Affairs Department unless prompted to by a senior member of that department. 5M explained. At the Department of Justice roleplay community, we use third-party software to patrol called 5M, also known as 5 Reborn. This allows us to mod our servers without fear of a ban from Rockstar, and gives us greater freedoms in how we play. Before your in-game training, it is required that you have installed this software, and that you have changed your Steam name to display your first name and your last initial. If you complete your training successfully, you will be assigned a unit number, and that too will have to be added to your Steam display name. For our vehicles to work properly with the correct lighting package and handling line, we have a unique set of user files which you will have to install. These files contain no models of vehicles, and all scripts we use are server-side, so we cannot access them. Any attempts to harm or deliberately change the files on the servers will be met swiftly with a removal from the community. If your game is not working, your FTO will not help you, or wait longer than 5 to 10 minutes. You will be asked to come back once your game is working properly. Before installing, please read this presentation fully as a step-by-step instruction guide as it is explained in the few slides following. If further help is needed afterwards, please move to the Waiting for Support channel where a tech support representative will be with you. Tech support, FiveM preparation. Before downloading any files onto your PC, your GTA 5 game files must be completely clean. In other words, without any modifications, textures, ENBs, or trainers. To clean your files, follow the following steps. Through Steam, right-click the game in the Library tab. Click Properties, File Local Files, click Verify Integrity of Game Cache, and let this process complete. Through the Social Club, right-click Start, Run, and type CMD without the quotes. Hit Enter. Type cd /program files /Rockstar Games /Grand Theft Auto 5 without the quotes in the command prompt that pops up, and hit Enter. If you've installed the game to a different directory, enter that directory instead. Type GTA5launcher.exe-verify in this window, no quotes, and hit Enter. Tech support, the FiveM installation process. To install FiveM, follow the steps below. Go to fivem.net and click the download client, highlighted in red on the picture just to the side. Save the file into a suitable location, such as the desktop or a new folder. Do not download directly into the GTA 5 directory. Launch 5 Reborn /fivem.exe, highlighted in the orange off to the side. Files will begin to extract into a file folder called FiveM Application Data, highlighted in blue. Open the FiveM Application Data, ready for the next step. Tech support, FiveM final setups. Open the user files with WinRAR or 7-zip equivalent. Once the files are open, drag and drop only 3 files into the FiveM application data folder: plugins, citizen, er-config.xml. Note, the user files currently have an out-of-date trainer within them. Please delete the Enhanced Reborn version 3 plugins folder and replace it with the Enhanced 5 Reborn version 5 or the LAM DDA menu. FiveM hexadecimals. Your Steam hexadecimal is what we use for whitelisting on our servers. Our training server whitelist is reset nightly. Step 1. Launch the Steam application, click Username in the top left, and click View Profile. Step 2. Right-click anywhere on the profile, click Copy Page URL. Step 3. Copy link into this lookup website. Click here for more. Step 4. Copy SteamID 64 number. Example, SteamID 64 as presented. Step 5. Paste the SteamID 64 number into the hexadecimal converter linked here. Step 6. Save your hexadecimal and reach out to your FTO prior to your training. Keep it saved in a document in the event that you need to re-whitelist for any reason. In case your hexadecimal is as featured in the red text below, please try again, as this number is not correct. After training, the paperwork. Once you have completed your training to the standard required, only then have you become a member officially of the Department of Justice Roleplay community. Upon receiving your correct tags, you should do the following things. Fill out the roster sign-up sheet so administration can track your progress. Fill out the whitelist sign-up sheet for the main FiveM servers. Fill out the website permission sign-up sheet to access our forums. Your FTO will remind you of these when you have completed your entire training, so don't worry about them too much now. Unit numbers and patrol logs. Upon completion of your training, it is your responsibility to obtain a unit number using your chain of command if your FTO cannot give you one immediately. Your FTO will not get you a unit number if you disconnect from the TeamSpeak. You cannot patrol until you obtain a unit number. In DOJ, you are required to submit patrol logs as well. This is so every single department head can observe your patrol hours and catch up on any reports during the patrol. Every department has an individual log which is found in the patrol lobby descriptions. Some departments have other paperwork to fill out during a patrol, such as Fires, PCR, and Incident Report. Recruit to-do list. Below is a list of final things you as a recruit need to complete before leave the applicant lobby and socialize with the community. DOJRP website display name to be changed. The DOJ first name, last name initial format. For example, John D. Click current display name, account settings, display name. TeamSpeak name, again, to be changed to the DOJ format as stated above. To do this, right-click the current name in TeamSpeak, change nickname, John D, instead of John 4N_D03. All names should be updated when you receive or change any new number. Sign up for training, as described earlier, and get all the necessary resources together, such as FiveM and the user files. Finally, a message from our head administration team. We again want to thank you, members, staff administration, Code Zero Gaming, and all future viewers, fans, and members of the DOJRP community for taking the time to dedicate yourself to making this place thrive as our home, all while carrying us and yourselves to the future. On behalf of the FDO department, we appreciate your interest in this community and look forward to training you so that you do become a member of the DOJRP community. Thank you very much. You may now close or pause this video. Continue with your process. Good luck to all of you. We'll see you on patrol.